Welcome to the AI Business and Innovation Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Halbert. Today's guest is Gil Ben-Porat, an Amsterdam and Tel Aviv-based artist manager who turns streaming data into sold-out shows while leading brand storytelling at HR tech unicorn Papaya Global. Gil, it's great to have you on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Gil, I would love to just hear a little bit about your background. How did you arrive at becoming an artist manager and brand storyteller?
Well, I started, first of all, music was always something that I was interested in. I started as a producer. I was a guitarist when I was a teenager, like I think 90% of the of the humankind. After a while, when I was started producing other artists and myself, of course, I realized that I was more interested in like the backhand of everything and the business side of things. So I started searching and really doing some heavy research on where can I go with this intent. And I found the artist management as a place where I could really connect with what I do and what I enjoy doing. I just found the connection between people and the labels, and everything just clicks for me. And that's how it started, really.
Well, in the olden days, we used to make music, and if it sounded good, we'd share with our friends, and then it would go up the line. And if you're lucky, then it would get spotted by some record label. Nowadays, things are a little bit different. We have a lot of data that we're able to integrate into our decision-making process to separate the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. Could you speak a little bit about your process for how you identify music that ought to actually be produced and songs that should be left at the wayside?
Well, yeah, sure. I think in my opinion, the critical thing is the emotional side of things. How much does this song make me feel? It could be anger, it could be anything really, happiness, sadness, you name it. As long as I feel it, it's something that I think it should be somewhere in some way or form published. And from there, obviously, with using data that we have today, we can definitely measure how much success did it had. But I think as like the first touch point that you have with the song, with any song, doesn't matter the genre, in my opinion, it's really how does it make me feel. First of all, if it makes me feel.
Do you find that you are able to feel often, or do you need to test it out in the market and see what the audience has to say about it in order to get there?
I try not to, in a way, even though it does make sense to test it out with the audience, but I try not to, because I do believe in the authenticity that you have with your emotion. Each and every one of us has this emotional connection to specific moments in life that this specific song can generate. And this is something that is, in my opinion, so unique and so authentic that it's so hard to mimic. You just sometimes, you need to trust it. Once you feel it, you just need to go with it and really go, even if it's blindly, if you don't have the metrics and you don't have the data. Once you feel it, you know it.
What do you think about albums that bring together songs of different genres or that have different tempos? Do you think that it creates some inconsistency, or that it can depend and that it may strengthen actually?
That's a great question, because I think in this specific point, we're entering the branding and persona space and not just the emotional musical space, because we have a lot. Beyonce did a country album, which was successful. Post Malone just turned like 100% country from being like the complete opposite. And it worked for some at least, but it comes with what we call branding. Let's say I am well known for creating sad songs, and once I'll create an album that is completely happy, a lot of people may not connect to it, not just because it wasn't authentic. It could be just because they're so not used to it, and they connect to the sad side of me. The way I express my sadness through my songs is something that other may connected with me in the same way, but not the same thing with happiness, for example. So it varies. And this is something that I would probably suggest to do some A/B testing before, and really try to test it out as much as possible before publishing and going out with that drastic change.
Could you compare the transition of Michael Jordan from baseball to basketball to Post Malone's transition from hip hop and R&B to country?
Honestly, it's a tough one. Post Malone, I'm a big fan of Post Malone, by the way. And he started out as something that, let's call it just trap music. And the change that it did to country wasn't immediate. There was an album between it. I forget the name of the album, but the cover is like him sitting poolside with his shirt off. And this specific album, in my opinion, is by far his best work so far, because it wasn't just a clear cut. this album was something that took what he had before, like the trap music, the things that he already did, and people already knew him because of this. And he started implementing not just country, but songwriting, like indie songwriting. I mean, for me, it clicked immediately.